we are going to calculate and create today, and we're going to decorate this cork board. All right, it's a very large cork board, so you don't see the whole full thing. So Facebook won't let me turn the camera sideways. And then Kayla, show what you're gonna decorate.
I have my Ella Pride Superstar Award picture frame. And you can see there are some pom-poms on there.
And we just wanted to make sure that her glue, the glue that she was using, was going to be appropriate for what she was doing. And it was, so that's what we'll be using. All right, let's get started. So the first thing you do in my Calculate and Create program is calculate, and then we will start to create. So the first thing we need to do is calculate the materials that we need. I have not done this ahead of time, so we're going to do it as we go. For me, I have this full cork board, and this is a project that I've been trying to work on for a very long time, and so now is the perfect time to do it. I wanted to redecorate it.
Okay.
Yes.
And ever since you talked about it, I was like, can I help you, please?
Yes, Kayla has been asking to help. So this cork board, it's been passed down from generations to generations. I've actually previously had it decorated, so you'll see like hot glue, scratches, all kinds of stuff on this. So I had already had it decorated, but it does not match my current office decor, which is red, black, and white with a little bit of gold. So now I'm going to redecorate it to match my current decor.
I had to pull pins off that things.
Yes,
and nails.
She helped pull it apart. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is calculate how many of those roses that Kayla just showed you I need to cover, and actually Kayla gave me one of them, cover this entire board around the perimeter. And then I'll add in more just for style, but I need to know how many I need to cover the entire perimeter of this board.
I need about 60 pom-poms. 60 pom-poms!
All right, so if you do not know, perimeter is the measurement of the outsides of the outer area of whatever item you're measuring, okay? So the measurements of the length and width on the outside. So let's start with getting the perimeter of this cork board. You're gonna start with your number what on your ruler? 0? Yes?
There's no 0.
Or 60? Yeah. You start at the beginning of your tape measure, which is 0, and then there's 1 right there. But you're gonna start at the beginning of your tape measure, which is 0. Lay it down to the edge of the item you're measuring. Go straight across. Go to the end. Okay, this is not an even number. So this is 23.5 inches from one end to the other. So I'm going to. Okay, we'll do yours next. Okay, so this part right here, the longer part, so I drew my rectangle for my cork board, is 23.5 inches, and I wrote that here. So if the top is 23.5 inches, Kayla, let me test you. What do you think the bottom is?
The same.
The same, which is what?
23.5 inches.
23.5 inches, all right? Kayla's in first grade. She's 7 years old. So if the top is 23.5, then the bottom is 23.5. Now, if this wasn't a rectangle, then that would be a different story. But because it's a perfect rectangle, we know that that's true, correct?
Yeah.
All right, so now, Kayla, you can measure your own picture frame.
I'm going to start here.
All right, talk them through it, Kayla. Tell them how to measure.
So you start at this part or 1. So I start at this part or start 1.
Start at that part. The 0. All right, so you've got 11, but a little bit more, so that's actually 11.5. All right, so you want to write?
I thought it was 12.
No, it's not. What?
It's little.
It's not quite 12. If you straighten that all the way out, pull it straight. If you pull it straight, it's 11. It's a little bit over. It's between 11.5 and 12. So you know what? Just for you, call it 12. So we'll say it's 12 because it's actually 11.8. Okay, so you can write 12 on your paper. There you go.
What? Where did that come from?
To make it even. And then let me write 23.5. Just 12.
I'm just going to put 11.8.
What 12, child?
No, 11.
Kayla, the 12.
It's
we need to measure again. So now we need to measure this part. All right?
Oh, that was the bottom.
The top is 12, then that means the bottom is 12. Yes. So we just rounded hers up to the nearest inch. Get the tape measure because you knocked it off the floor. So now I'm going to measure. Mommy did something bad. I was measuring this part, which is the short part of our rectangle, but I wrote the number on the long part of our rectangle, but I'll just fix it. No worries.
That's what I was.
Oh, you were telling me that?
I was not telling you that. I was like, that's good.
See, everybody makes mistakes. All right, so the only thing I did was write the number on the wrong part.
I'm just going to find a tape measure in my office if there is one.
All right, so now I'm going to measure the long part, or the width of my cork board, and it is 35 and a half. So just for my sanity, I'm gonna take it.
I thought you had a whole container of tape measures.
I do have a whole container of tape measures. Here you go. All right, so just for my sanity, I'm just gonna start fresh on a new sheet of paper. All right, so my largest width is 35 and a half.
Is it 10 or 9?
It's 10. And the bottom is 35 and a half, and then the sides are 23 and a half.
Yay.
And 23
even.
and a half. Very good.
And these are even.
So
he has two not even numbers, and I have one even number and one not even number.
Oh. So now, because we have all of these measurements, we're going to find the perimeter by adding them up.
Mommy.
Yes.
What is it? 10 point what?
10. It's 10.
This way.
Yes. All right, so we're going to add these numbers up. So now I'm going to add. I'm going to start with my biggest.
I 10 plus 10 equals 20, and then 12 plus 12 equals 24.
Well, come here, Kayla. Show them what you need to do. Because Mommy has more difficult numbers. Okay. So you said what now? How are you going to add your perimeter up?
I'm going to start with 10 and 10. So 10 plus 10 equals 20. And then you have 12 plus 12 equals 24. So it equals 64.
Wait.
What?
You have 20 plus 24.
Oh.
And you can write it.
44.
Okay, 44. I'm about to say, you don't have to do it in your head. I love your mental math, but you can actually write it. But you are absolutely correct. It's 44. So your perimeter is 44. All right, so write that at the top and circle it. So that's what you know. You have 44 inches that you need to cover with pom-poms. And then we're going to measure those pom-poms to see how big they are. So Mommy needs... Yes. So Mrs. That Shirt needs to do the same. So now I need to add my number. Okay, Kayla, you got your perimeter. It's 44. Okay. So now I'm going to do a little mental.
44, not 44.
Okay. I'm going to do a little mental math. 35 plus 35. I'll let you tell me.
70.
Oh, 35 plus 35 is 70, but I didn't add those 0.5s at the end because they actually are half of it. A half and a half equals a whole, so half and a half equals 1. Okay, so we have 71, and then I need to do 23 plus 23.
46.
It's 46, plus I need to add the half and a half, which makes a 1. So 46 plus 1 more is?
47.
47. So now, Miss Kayla, will you please do the honors of adding 71 plus 47 so that we can get our full perimeter? Add your 7 plus your 1, then go over to your tens place. Oh, you already did all that. Okay. Well, excuse me, Kayla. The perimeter of my cork board is 118. Somebody check her and make sure she's right. Comment below. Is she right? Is 71 plus 47 118?
I'll tell you why I think it's 118. I think because if you have the 7 if you take away 110 from the 40, it'll be 3. So you add that together equals 100. And then you have one more 10 left, so the 100 plus 10 equals 110. And then you just add the 1, which equals 8, so you use 118.
Okay, thank you. All right, so my perimeter is 118. So the next thing you need to figure out is what is the size of the items that you're placing on the cork board. Where's my tape measure? Okay, so I know that I need to cover 118 inches of space. And yes.
Where's that bucket of tape measure?
It's in the t-shirt room.
Can I go find it?
Yeah, it's
where?
bottom row of the t-shirt room.
Bottom row.
On the bottom row, one of those cuppies in the bottom row. All right. So each of these flowers that I have covers 3 inches. Yes. I actually thought it only covered 2, but each of these covers 3 inches. So when I have them placed on the board, oh, you can't see me. When I have them placed on the board, they should cover 3 inches worth of space. And I'm going to confirm that right now, just to be sure. Or is it 2.5 inches? More like 2.5 inches. All right. Oh, great. Kayla's got a tape measure now. So each of the roses covers 2.5 inches. So what I'm going to do is take that number 118, which is my perimeter, and I'm going to divide it by 2.5 inches. That's going to give me how many roses I actually need to complete this project. And Lord willing, we have enough of them. So I am going to cheat since I'm working with a decimal. And a decimal is when you have point something after it. So I have 2.5 or 2.5. And
I have to use this whole thing to hold my pom-poms. There might be 100 pom-poms in this thing. You know, I need 60.
So I'm doing 118 divided by 2.5. And that's
hard.
Right. That's why I just did it on the calculator real quick. I mean, I can do that, but I just wanted to be in interest of time. All right, so it's 47.2. So I'll need about 47 roses, and then there'll be a little small place that will need
more than 47 roses in this thing.
Thankfully, I bought 100 roses, so we have more
100.
Yes, I have 100 roses. So we have more than enough roses to complete our project. We only need 47. Did I turn this hot glue on? I did. Sure did. All right. Lord knows I don't know why I didn't just look at the on and off switch. So this, guys, my glue gun has an on and off button in the back. I call them guys. It has an on and off switch and a cut off switch in the back, which is awesome. And it's lit up, so I don't know why I touched the tip of it like I'm accustomed to doing. So Kayla, we need to know how many pom-poms you need, right?
I need 60.
How you know you need 60? I said you need at least 60, but we don't know exactly how many you need. So 2 pom-poms cover, silly butt. 2 pom-poms cover 1.5 inches, and you said you have how many inches across the top? 12. So we need 1.5 divided by 12, which actually does so evenly. 1.5 and 1.5 is 3.
I'm more regular numbers than adding, inches and centimeters and dividing them in times.
All right.
Centimeters.
So because 1.5 plus 1.5 is 3 inches, we know that 3 inches will cut. I know. I'm helping you out. 3 inches will be 4 pom-poms. And you have 12 inches to cover. So let's look at the picture. If we say that you have 12 inches, so this is 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches, okay? So this is 4 pom-poms, 4 pom-poms, 4 pom-poms, 4 pom-poms. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many pom-poms do you need? So it's 4 times 4. Oh, you know how to multiply. Yes. So 4 sets of 4. What's 4 times 4?
Can I think?
Yes, you can think. If you don't want to think, you can always count them. Because the 4 groups of 4 are right there for you to see.
16.
16, absolutely. So at the top you need 16. At the bottom you need 16 pom-poms. And then on the sides, 4 cover 3 inches. So you got 3, 3, 3, and then you have 1 left over. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 left over. So 4 times 3.
12.
4 times 3 is 12, plus 1 more is 13, right?
Yep.
So you need 13 pom-poms on that side, 13 pom-poms on that side. So now I want you to do the math. Add 6 plus 6 plus 13 plus 13. That's
you
how
said
many?
6.
16 plus 16 plus 13 plus 13. That's how many pom-poms you'll need to cover your frame. All right? So as you can see, it takes math to create lots of different crafts that you create, and that's just to ensure you have enough materials. When it comes to the money that you need to buy those materials and all of that, it's very important to take the steps to do the math ahead of time, so you don't get to the end of a project and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't have enough of something, and then it's no longer available. So if you take the steps to do the math ahead of time, you'll be good to go. So you're adding now. You can use the paper. Kayla wants to do all the math in her head.
Hey,
she's got scratch paper right there in front of her. So let's get started with the decoration, and I'm going to give you a couple of options before I begin to do what I'm going to do, because I already know what I'm going to do with these roses. But I did something on the back of this board just to kind of show you an idea of what you can do to decorate your cork boards. So alright, so on this,
I know it.
Okay.
I got it.
So slide your,
You want me to tell it?
no. Slide this over. Okay. So at literally probably about 20 minutes ago, I used my favorite spray paint, Rust-Oleum. And the reason it's my favorite is because it has this particular nozzle on it, so it sprays out really evenly. There's some other nozzles that are a little thinner and they shoot the spray paint out, so I'm not necessarily a fan because it ends up getting all over my fingers and everywhere. So I use this Rust-Oleum, and it's quick dry, and it's for wood, metal, plastic, and more. So it bonds to plastic, which all spray paint is not created equal. All spray paint does not bond to plastic. It will drip, 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 and not do a good job for you. So make sure you pay attention to that if you ever have projects that you need to spray paint. But I use this about at 1:30.
When me and my brother were outside playing in the backyard.
I used this at about 1:30, and I laid out this frog painter's tape, which this is the frog tape, and it's supposed to keep the your paint lines sharp. So it has a paint block technology on it. And so I used that. I laid down the tape, and so I said, okay, well, let me divide the board into half and half. So if you wanted to divide your cork board in half, you could do that with a paint effect. And then I just did like a little cutesy design. Now this is the back of my cork board, so I won't even be using this side, but I wanted to be able to show you a variety of things that you could do to decorate your cork board. So what I'm gonna do now is go ahead and peel that frog tape off. You wanna help me, Kayla? Alright, I'm going to peel the frog tape off. We're going to work together. Go start from the back, and I'll go to the, start here. You can start here. Alright, so I peeled off, and I sprayed
the frog tape a little.
There we go. I sprayed the gold in between. So basically it will give you, and because gold is so close to cork board,
look at this.
It's not going to be a major transformation, but it's a nice finishing touch on your cork board. There we go. And at the ends of both of the, or all of mine, I double taped this part so that I just had more space and coverage to spray. So here you go. So that's a nice little design I did with the gold metallic tape.
Cool. It actually looks like that actually came from my
and this one is just the line right down the center, just to divide the board. Yes, and Kayla, you can do the other one. All right. Trash. Kayla, get on.
Let me get this out.
Here we go. All right. So, this is one way that you can decorate your cork boards just by adding some simple paint lines. Use whatever color you're interested in, gold, silver, black, red. And so that's just the back of my cork board. So now I'm going to flip it back over, show you a couple other things you can do to your board, and then we'll get started on putting my, how many? My 47, no, what is it? Oh yeah, we did say 47. We'll put my 47 roses on my board. Another thing you can do to decorate your board, take some glue, hot glue, or you can use this, the Beacon Adhesives Fabric Tack, and take ribbon, just go across, glue down, and that's actually what I had on here before, and then glue down to the side. And so basically you're just creating a trim with whatever color you have in your office or your bedroom or wherever this may be, and you can trim it around, and then you can add different embellishments. So the possibilities are endless with how you can decorate this. And then let me just show you something real quick. Oh, yeah. I'm going to show you my glue gun because I'm so excited about it. This is the Lynn Lily glue gun by Surebonder. It is completely sold out right now. But, ooh, I love it. So, there was glue sitting at the bottom. It comes with a plate. There was glue sitting at the bottom. Literally, all you have to do is scrape it off. And then you have this little, now Kayla wants to collect it like a rock.
Hey.
You have this little glue chip, basically, that happens. And I'm going to squeeze it to make sure that the glue is hot and ready to go.
And this one looks like a crystal.
And it is. It's dripping down. It's ready. All right, and so we're going to get started. So, Kayla, you are going to
start putting 58 pom-poms.
Yeah, so you're going to do your 58 pom-poms with using your Beacon adhesive glue. I'm going to do one small dot, put down your pom-pom, and keep it moving all the way around, okay? And I am going to do the same. Can you please hand me my roses?
I can count the 58 pom-poms.
All right.
Did I count the 58 pom-poms one? Hey, wait, you only have 97. 3 drops.
Oh, 3 drops. I only have 97. She subtracted that real fast. All right, so I'm going to get started on the very corner. I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue on the back of my rose, hot glue, and press it on. And glue and press it on.
Ooh, look, I made a pattern.
Oh, great job.
Ooh, I should make a pattern.
Let me move this out of your way, Kayla. What kind of pattern are you making?
I made a purple, pink, purple.
All right. And so you're going to continue and literally keep adding whatever it is you're adding. If I was doing pom-poms, I would be putting pom-poms on the edge. And it's moving pretty fast.
I'm not.
You're doing good.
I'm going to now start with this green.
Ah.
I'm going to keep doing started. This already got glue on it. Where did the glue come from?
I guess I should have took a before picture of this poor little board, but it's okay.
And then I'll use white.
Alright, so
No, I use blue.
There we go. Be sure to let us know if you do this craft, be it with a picture frame, a cork board, a whiteboard, anything you have at home. Definitely want to see those pictures. Tag them on our Instagram or Facebook pages.
But make sure you have the right glue.
At Dasher Creations or Calculate and Create. And I think we're going to end our live, and then we will see you guys. We'll show a finished picture of the product. Now, the only thing that I know I'm probably going to do with the remaining roses, which I'll show you right now, is to, when I'm finished, I'll probably create like a small cluster over here. Yes. and kind of like a rose patch over in the corner and maybe in the other corner at the top. I'll see how it looks once I've laid out everything around the perimeter. And then we'll check our calculations for accuracy. We said we would need 45 roses. I am squishing them a little bit close together, so I'm curious. I mean, not 45, 47 roses. So I'm curious to see if my numbers will be off at all. But we will count.
And I need 58.
And Kayla says she needs 58. So she'll check and see if she was accurate in her calculations as well. Again,
I have more than she has.
Again, if you decide to create this, please make sure you tag us. Let us know. Show pictures of what you did. We're so excited to see them. Let us know what materials you used. And we are going to log on off until Friday when we will be doing a mystery bag craft. Kayla will have a mystery bag. I'm actually going to let my 2-year-old participate. So he will have a mystery bag of crafts. It should be entertaining. And then I will have a mystery bag of crafts. And we will create something from whatever is in those bags, okay?
And if you're wondering where he is right now, he's taking a nap.
Yes, he is taking a nap right now. So, thank you for tuning in. I hope to see you on Friday at 2 p.m. on our Dasher Creations Facebook page. And until then, I will show you a picture of our finished product later. See ya.
Bye.
Bye. And I'm going to turn it off. All right, Kayla, show what you got so far before we turn it off.
So far, I have all of this. It's really pretty. It's like neon.
All right. Bye, guys.